Vegetables I have there. If you want to add bamboo shoots, heck, even green peppers, red peppers, whatever you want. You can add more to it in place of meat. You can add mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms, so I'm not adding it. Now we'll set aside the meat, just there for now. Okay, I'm going to turn this back on to about halfway, medium heat. And add the ginger, and with that, let that go for a few minutes. Stir it around. What I'm doing here in the liquid is I'm giving a chance for the ginger to, with the heat, get all the liquids and let the heat just pull the liquid out, mixing it into everything and making it easier for the vegetables to get that flavor of ginger through it. Now, yeah, you guessed right. It's all going in there at once. I know, you think I'm crazy. Trust me, it's gonna work. Don't look at me like that. No judging. Judging is for FPS. So yes, this is going to be absolutely, totally overflowing. It'll seem like I'm absolutely crazy, but anybody who has, let's say, cooked a huge batch of onions, or caramelized onions, or fried onions, knows that it cooks down. The same is true with cabbage. This will actually all eventually fit into the pan. Now the only thing that I'm not adding right off the bat is the bean sprouts. Some are going to get in there. I prefer adding the bean sprouts closer to the end of cooking so they keep a little bit of that crunch that I like from them. Alright. Yep. Okay, now last thing here. 2 steps. 1, cover it in tin foil. Yeah. I'm so old, I still say tin foil, not aluminum foil. If you have maybe a giant pot that could fit over top of this, it would probably work just as well. You don't want it quite airtight. You just want to retain the heat and the steam that's going to come off from the water that's going to come out of the vegetables. Okay. See, it's kind of balancing. It's going to work. Now right now I got a medium heat. I don't want that. I want it on almost like the second lowest, yeah. There's low, there's 2. Yeah, this is weird knobs, yeah. Go 6 and 7 is high. What? I don't know. Anyway, so it's between the lowest and that. I'm just going to let it sit here. I'm going to let it go. We're going to come check in on it in about half an hour. Okay? And we'll show you the progress in about half an hour. Alright. Okay, man. Alright, let's take a quick look here. It's gotten a bit lower. Oops. Yeah, it's getting nice and hot up top here. That does mean it is going to cook down a little up here, but yeah. You will need to rotate this a little bit. Oops, messy. I don't mind making a mess in my kitchen. I'm going to clean it afterwards. Okay, let's get this here. Let's clean the stove so I can pick stuff up and put it back in. Okay. It is starting to cook down. Let's see if I can show you down here. You see? Starting to get soft here. Alright. It hasn't been half an hour, but I thought I'd come check it a bit early. Alright, so now I know what it's like. Yep, okay, we will be back in 30 minutes. We're on. Good. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, and we're going to take a look now. Just careful. Stuff. See, remember, it's all the way up here. It's cooked down. What we want to do, again, ow, hot, very. See how it's cooked down? Difference in color here versus here. We're looking more for this. It's cooked. Although we can get away with it at this level, which I'm thinking of doing. All these vegetables nicely cooked, nicely steamed. There we go, yeah. You know what? We can cook it down further, but everything is cooked, or cooked enough. I say it's done. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix in the last few moments here. Bean sprouts. We're almost just using the heat of the cabbage, which is insanely hot. I burnt my finger, to more or less cook it. Now, this is something that does take a little bit of time, so you need to plan for that. This is not something that you'd want to put it the stove on like the max setting, because you're going to burn the food, and you don't want to burn it. You're almost sauteing it, steaming it in its own liquids kind of thing. Okay, that's pretty well mixed. Alright. Actually, I'm going to need something. I have a technical difficulty of this thing's running out of juice, as in power for the camera. And the power cord that was in there, because we're borrowing the camera, is the wrong one to plug it into the wall. So, we're kind of screwed. Okay. Screwed's okay. Alright, so, you really want me to do it again?
No.
Okay. We're just going to leave it on here. So what I'm doing is, I'm taking out of the pan, I'm going to spread this out. I am then going to, because, well, we're hungry. I am then going to place this in the freezer, not to freeze it, but just to cool it down. When you make egg rolls, you need your filling to be cool, okay? I'm not actually cooking the meat with it like I said I would, but that's alright. I'm going to mix it up in a bowl and toss it. It goes through a second cooking process of either in the oven or in a deep fryer. So that is precisely what we're going to do. And hopefully there's enough power left in the camera to show you how to wrap it and how to cook it. Otherwise, we've got to try and figure something out. Don't know yet. Now, before I forget, another thing is you need to get as much of the liquid out of this mixture here. The more liquid that's in there, the worse the result is going to be for your egg roll. Again, once this cools down, this is where kids can come in, because you can drain it, you can squeeze it, they can have fun making a mess. Okay. I can smell the ginger, and just so I know where it is, I'm just going to put this on top. For no reason other than I can. Serves no purpose.